You're listening to Real with Coach Herb and B, a podcast that brings you community and culture with your host, Coach Herb and B.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Coach Herb and my girl B.
Hi,
I'm
everybody.
joined by Hidden Red, and two lovely young ladies, our special guests tonight. MomAgent, Kia and Aiysha are hanging out with us tonight and going to give us some details on their project, MomAgent.
Hey, yes.
Nice.
Say that right, Herb. You said
like
that
it.
right. Yeah.
That's right.
I've been working on that all day while I was fasting.
But yes,
thanks for coming, guys.
Aiysha, thank you so much for coming. We truly appreciate it. We want you to introduce yourselves and
A little brief background.
Correct. What you're all about.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, thank you for having us. We appreciate you guys. My name is Aiysha Spears, and I'm a mom agent. Check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, but you have a shirt on too. I like your shirt.
You like that? You like that? Not on purpose at all. And I have 3 kids, which is what mom agent is about, that play sports. And they are 13, 11, and 7. And we are super active in the sports community. So that's what you'll hear about.
I'm taking a 30-second time out. We should have done this. Let me introduce her. Gotcha. Okay. This is Aiysha. I'm going to go Smith Spears, and I'm going to go Smith because she's being very, very modest. Okay. So she played, let's go with the fact that she played basketball. This is Basketball Michigan.
Yes.
We then met because we both played at St. John's. After St. John's, she transferred and she went to LSU. Where after LSU, she's an all SEC first team, but she was also the 7th pick overall in the WNBA draft, and she played for the Mystics. And she also
That is not what we got from the introduction.
Oh, welcome.
Look, we're really talking about our kids right now? No. We're gonna get to the kids, but there we go. Okay, I'm sorry.
Hello, world.
She is the mother.
Yes.
She is the mother. She's the mother of 3.
Yes, the first introduction was so mom-like. Yes, hi, I'm a mom of 3, and I go to sports with my kids. And now after that, we were like, whoa, wait a minute.
I love fun. I have all these hobbies my kids do.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, so
We got to get your introduction too.
I know. Are y'all gonna reverse?
Lay it out.
So I'm Kia Cole-Hines, born and raised in Reston. Unfortunately, she's not, but that's okay. You can't hold everything.
Right.
Detroit, thank you very much.
So born and raised here in Reston, went to South Lakes. I was a 3-sport athlete there. I went to JMU first and transferred to St. John's, which is where we met. And we played basketball there. So yeah, we both play basketball there. Aside from that, I coach at South Lakes still, girls varsity basketball over there. I too have 3 children. I have 3 boys, and yeah.
How old?
Husband. I'm sorry, because he's gonna watch this.
Oh.
I have a husband. He's fantastic.
I have a wonderful,
Love them.
wonderful husband.
Yes. Yes.
I love you, honey.
Yeah, they're fishing right now. Yeah.
How old are your 3 boys?
So my oldest is 19, and actually Jalen and Isaiah are the same grade. They've been hanging out forever. And then I have twins that are just turned 11.
Nice. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. They've been hanging
You
for
got a lot going on. Yes. For free, y'all. How are y'all able to make MomAgent happen, basically? Or how did it start? How did you get it going?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I think honestly, we've for a long time been kind of looking for something, right? We've had backgrounds, basketball and all these other little things, nothing super passionate about. And then I think as we had kids that also want to play higher level sports, that's really what we found we're passionate about. We're not just, shuffling our kids around, and we joke around about it because it is hard work, but we really do love it. I can't imagine life without that. So we just figured this is kind of what we do. Why not just, get totally involved in what we actually do and what we love. So,
and they love, our kids love it, which makes it easier for us to shuffle them back and forth because it's also a passionate area. So that's what.
So we figured, so many people come to us all the time anyways, asking us questions.
Yeah.
Like, what do we think about this? And what do we do about this? And blah, blah, blah. And so we decided, well, hell, why don't we just make business out of it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to work together, which, amazing. Most of the time.
Because y'all look like twins. I love it. I love it.
Besides the fact that they're both sitting down right now.
What'd you say?
So, like, there's a little height difference when they stand.
Well, this is why, because
I gave her the high chair.
She did give me the high chair. Because she keeps telling me that I'm short. And I'm like, stop, listen.
I know, that's not nice.
5'7". I am above average height for a woman.
Above average.
He is 6'3". That is
Right.
normal. So I get to be taller than her right now.
It
love
looks
it.
It looks
I
like
see that.
Posture right and everything.
I know what's going on.
sit up straight. Okay.
I love it. I love it. Well, it's time to get real, right, Herb?
Time to get real.
So, Kia and Aiysha, what if you had to sum up perfectly what Mom Agent is or does in kind of you might already have a mission statement for your business model. Are you able to kind of give a brief little description about that so people who are listening, because obviously it has to do with sports and being parents, but not 100% sure of what all that entails that you're doing for your children and for yourselves?
So we define Mom Agent as a mom who takes an active role in helping her kids chase their athletic dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And we do our little synonyms of like superwoman, chef,
Chauffeur,
sports
coach,
mom,
therapist, nurse.
all of that, because that's really what
I got a mean rap game. I can rap an ankle.
So that's what we define a mom agent as. And so when we created the Mom Agent Box, it's really a community where we like to say we get, we give, and we grow.
Mm-hmm.
So as in get, because when we're launching this quarterly subscription box, it's an opportunity for the mom agent to actually celebrate herself.
Yes.
Take a step back and you're finally getting something. We're always giving stuff to our kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I say give, a huge part of what we want to do is be able to give back to the community. We know how expensive it is to put our kids through youth sports, and there are a lot of people who might not be afforded that opportunity.
Absolutely.
So we want to be able to give back to the community and then grow. We actually are creating a community where mom agents can go, we can lean on each other, talk about things, ask questions, all that stuff.
Yes.
So.
Awesome, thanks.
We're learning from you guys as well.
No, I think that's an amazing thing. It's funny, I was talking to Bianca about this morning that, I feel like when I was growing up, definitely not to the same extent that it sounds like you guys are doing, but I know a term that was used a lot were soccer moms or, basketball moms, whatever the sport may be, who utilize each other to help, get to practice, because everyone's life is super busy. You have a lot of things going on. You need to, obviously prioritize your kids, but you need to sometimes lean on one another. So do you guys actively share roles with each other and say like, hey, I got the kids today, or I'm helping, or how can I help you, get your kid be successful, or this is some things that have worked for me and might work for you as well?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think like Kia said, like we are already moms together. We already have people come approach us asking us about training and recovery and just drills and skills to help them. So we're already we were doing it already. So that's what we just turned into. We turned Mom Agents into that support group that you need, that community that we want the women to come to and help grow and help each other, and with the kids, with just being a mom and just trying to cope with everything that has to do with sports. Like I was giving her an example. I was like, Mom Agents. I said, we're more like, Have you guys seen Entourage?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I said we're Aries. Okay, we're here to get it done.
Get it
Bring
done.
it to us. We're gonna get it done. Okay, that's who we are. That's what it is. So
That's right.
it's here to help all aspects of sports moms.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And it's good to have that. I think one of the things too is we've always had each other, right?
Yes.
So and
we speak a common language already.
right.
Mhm.
And we have experience. So
Mhm.
we've lived it ourselves. So I can't imagine people who've never been through the whole process. And I don't that's the one thing we do want to make clear. Mom agents aren't just people we know the majority of kids aren't going to play college sports,
Right.
and we get that. But we do like to say it's for from house league, whatever it is, up through to college and the pros. So we can literally, we've got knowledge going from anywhere, spanning the whole gambit. So that's the other thing. A lot of people are like, well, is it just for people who want their kids to go to college and the pros? We're like, no,
absolutely not.
I joke around all the time. We were talking about it earlier today. My hardest sports mom job, which I've not done it since, is I volunteered to be a teen mom when we were living in Dallas in South Lake Carroll for Jalen's 5-year-old flag football team. I was like, they need a team mom. That's like snack schedule and whatever, no big deal. Lies. They were like, okay, so every game they have to run through the little thing. You have to coordinate decorating that. The flag football things couldn't just be, the normal ties that you wear. No. We need to find a seamstress that can seam the Velcro on. I was like, this is the hardest thing I've ever done. Noisemakers.
I was about to say, she recruited me for, I was like, what am I doing right now?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And it was 5-year-olds playing flag football. And those kids no. So that's the hard, and I won't do it again. I don't care. Tyson's coach, he's like, are you going to be, don't even look at me.
Thank you for the advice.
Right.
Thank you so much.
And she never did it again.
Never. I made noisemakers though, Herb. You forget the noise.
Oh yeah, she did do the noisemakers, yes.
Here.
And I learned from her.
She's like, I got skills at this.
I gotta go that route. I'm okay over here. Y'all can come ask me on the side.
Right. I know.
Yes.
It's been interesting because, like I've known Kia for a while, probably since high school, I would say. And then Miss Aiysha came along and I was like, oh, well, when like these two are like tag team partners, like when the first time I met them, they were like finishing each other's sentences and I was like, oh, this is a little weird, but because like they're with each other not all the time because they lived in the same area at one point and then they got separated a little bit and then came back to kind of back together again, and like whenever they're with each other it's like, oh my God, it's like seeing double sometimes, like and one way or the other. One's just taller and one's shorter, and it was just I'm just saying, like, it's the truth because she'll say it herself, like, hey, shorty. But I mean, like, other than that, like they were just like two peas in a pot, right? So it's been an interesting last couple. How long have you been here now?
Relationship. That's
right.
To assist.
Yeah.
Like it just works. See how it works?
Mm-hmm.
We're about teamwork.
Right. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah.
Right. So like the sport now that's going on with you guys because of COVID, like how interesting has that dynamic been for you, as far as figuring out how to deciding whether to take your kids to something or to have them join another team or do vice versa. I know that you guys have been like at least practicing and working out and stuff, but as far as team sports, then they haven't really been able to do much since.
Not much. Like, I mean, if I didn't say I was nervous, I'd be lying. Like, it is terrifying. Even going to a private session, it's almost like, is this the right thing to do? Maybe I shouldn't. You don't know what can happen. You can't see it. COVID isn't visual.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, well, you still got to kind of live your life a little bit.
Right.
the kids are getting stuck in the house. They're doing school in the house. They eat and they everything in the house. So just a little outlet for like 30 minutes to an hour. You try, okay, let's try it. You do it by yourself. So I think that's been the big thing. Like we're not doing too much. I mean, we've done some team, but they've done good about trying to keep them separated, and us sitting in the outfield. If it's a baseball game, we're like totally separate from parents and all that. But it is still it's a little nerve.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, you try to live as best as you can with what's going on in the world right now.
Right.
So with that, have you encountered people like maybe some parents that are like, oh no, little Billy is not going to wear a mask in the dugout?
It looked like that sparked something.
Quite a few times I'll be like, what?
Those sound like fighting words right there.
Or even
I'm just saying.
Going to the restroom, it's like, oh, y'all don't want to separate or y'all want to spread out. Everybody just want to congregate right here. I'm trying to get through.
Right.
I kind of feel being, a little taller. Most of the sneezes and everything kind of go down. So I'm like, I'm walking with my head held high.
Yeah.
But you still have your Karens and Kens that's like, I don't really care too much, and I just tell my son I can give him some elderberry, and hey,
elderberry and apple cider vinegar
is it's the holy grail. It's everything.
What is it? My big fat Greek wedding. It was Windex.
Yeah.
It's apple cider vinegar, elderberry, and tea tree oil. Just
It covers everything.
I've been hearing about elderberry lately.
Yeah.
Over the past at least year or so, that people have been using it pretty frequent.
Yeah.
There's your first mom agent tip.
Yeah.
Free. We gave
elderberry, tea tree oil, and what else did you say? What else?
Apple cider vinegar.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that was my second. The first one you said, don't be a teen mom. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
You do it on the side. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes.
And just
You be a teen mom heckler. Like, oh, what she did.
What's going to eat there? Why?
I think I'd be pretty good at that too.
I know.
Do you all have anybody, do you all have any dads who want to work with you all at all? I know it's mom agent, but do you got any dads who are trying to help out?
We don't have them within our mom agent crew. It is
besides
the husbands, and her. It is within our brand that we can do that later, but we decided that we really kind of wanted to focus on the moms out
right
there.
now.
Yeah, and then once that blows up, Marcus, Tyson, and Herb, you are more than welcome.
Right.
To get that agent up and off the ground.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
we'll have to get together.
We got you.
Yeah. I know.
Herb, sound like you got a new business.
I guess so.
I think you'd be good at it.
Dad agent. I feel like a mom agent too, because a lot of times, my wife works a different type of schedule. So, she's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you're going to Pennsylvania this weekend." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Split up. Do you have any?
Here we go. Let me book that hotel room.
Yeah.
Oh,
do you have any moms that help you, Herb? Do you have any moms that step in and help you? Like, oh, wife's not here for the weekend. Do you need anything, extra drinks or anything like that?
Well, it's funny because I'm not very good about figuring out how to get the uniform clean. There's been a few moms that have been, oh yeah, we're gonna do a load of laundry. Anybody care? And I'm like,
hand went up.
So what's the youngest child or adult that you take to mom agent? Because Herb sounds like he might be somebody who needs that extra help.
Herb, you need that younger help.
I mean,
we got you.
That part I need help with, because I don't think about bringing laundry detergent on a road trip or anything, but
and that's why
other stuff I I tried to like take care of.
Mhm.
Because at one point I coached also, so it was like I knew that part of it. Like, oh yeah, I'll, you know, just let me know where I gotta be. Who's planning dinner and all of that stuff, you know, and that's a lot of the times the moms do. Moms are better at that than the guys are because we made it. I'll be honest. One time we went to what was it, a football game, Kia, or something? We went to a football game, and the dads decided to make plans for after the game, and one of the dads was like, "Yeah, let's go to Hooters."
Oh yeah, that happened.
Oh my Lord.
And
Okay.
they took pictures, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm sorry. So,
They documented the process.
so wait,
Oh.
not only did we take, they were like 10?
Yeah.
Took the 10-year-old boys to Hooters after the game. And they're like, well, Fairfax High School's right.
That sounds like some stuff that's on like a TV show. You know, when you
Oh,
see
because there were like all these. It was a Saturday, and there was all these college games on, and so they were like, "Oh yeah, let's go to Hooters. We can watch TV while we eat some wings."
That doesn't make it okay.
No. Watch TV, eat some wings.
Yeah. I think that's a toss-up between when you guys took the 10-year-old boys to Hooters or when you decided to schedule practice on Mother's Day. I don't know.
Hey,
So,
did you get a gift? No. Did you get a gift? No. Practice.
I don't know.
Ben, do you have another question?
Look how sad he looked too. Look how sad.
But now we're moving along, like, okay.
Hey man, hey Ben, we learned something new. How to shut him up real quick. We learned something real new.
We're not the Sorry.
It was mom agent talk.
There's how to get twisted back on me. So what sports do your children play? Is it just basketball? Since it sounds like Herb might have been involved a little bit, and I know he has a solid background in basketball, but at least in his current form that I've known him at the Y, he does many sports. So do they do other ones?
So my oldest was football, basketball, and lacrosse, and the twins are what are they? Baseball and lacrosse, and they're trying to get into football. My husband's like, let's hold up. But solidly lacrosse and baseball for the twins.
Yes, and my oldest is a girl. She plays volleyball, and my son plays baseball and basketball. And our youngest is into gymnastics, basketball, soccer, anything she can do to beat her brother.
Anything she can get.
I keep telling her though. I keep telling Aiysha, please stop putting that girl in gymnastics. She's gonna be like 6'10", and it's not fair. She's never gonna be a gymnast. I'm sorry.
It's working for her right now.
She's gonna be like 6'10".
But volleyball's good for her too, because what is she? What position is she?
Well, my oldest, she's more into volleyball. Not my youngest, but my oldest is outside, but she's 6 rotations.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Is she tall too?
Yeah, right now she's 13 and she's probably about 6'1" and a half.
Oh, okay.
But I'm pushing her down.
But wait, what size shoe does she wear? What size shoe does she wear?
She is a grown woman.
What size shoe does she wear?
14, okay? She's out there living her best life. No worries, honey. I told her that you need that to balance, baby, because when you smashing on people, you got to be able to come down and land on a solid platform.
That's right.
That is true.
That's right.
That is true. She got all that height and all of that. She gonna get a scholarship.
Yeah,
putting that into the universe.
Thank you.
Put that into the universe. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
It might be hard right now to coordinate with everybody, especially with COVID and things going on. But are you guys looking to in the future, or even still trying to do it maybe distance through Zoom and things like that, getting social interactions or things kind of together with other mom agents, so you guys can always stay on top of local trends, or if there's a tournament coming up, who's kind of feeling comfortable going to go play, or kind of pick each other's brains about what's going to be that next step, especially at such a crazy time right now.
Right. Definitely. I think one of the big parts is community. We want people to, join us, not just for obviously the Mom Agent box and those things, but really the big part for us is really community. And we have a Facebook community right now. It's, we started it during quarantine, so we called it Mom Agents in Quarantine. Now we need to change it to Mom Agents in Quarantine-ish, because we're kind of transitioning out of that. But that was really a big part when we first started it was, what are you guys doing right now with your kids in quarantine? Especially, you know, with your athletes, it's hard enough for them, but a lot of the kids, whether your kids are high-level athletes or not, they want to get outside. They want to do what they're used to doing. So
and just trying to stay prepared for what's to come,
right?
Like whether it's training or hitting for my daughter for volleyball, throwing the baseball, basketball players. You got to stay in running condition. You got to dribble, shoot. What is it? What are you guys doing? And everything. Lacrosse. Like, I don't know what you got to do in lacrosse. I'm catching. I don't know.
I know, right? So we had some interesting stuff on there. People putting up like hopscotch and how they do a workout through their hopscotch. I mean, it's pretty cool. And that's definitely what we want to create is that community, whether in quarantine or not, for people to go and get information and, you know, just kind of, you can go there and just be a sponge and just learn and share and support and help each other out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Aiysha, I was going to say, it's interesting that you were kind of talking about a little bit about lacrosse, because living in this area, you definitely hear it a lot that lacrosse is an East Coast thing. It's there are other parts of the country, I'm sure, that they have clubs and things kind of similar to rugby, but you being from Detroit, you know, I'm guessing it doesn't sound like lacrosse is a big thing.
No, it might have been 6 around Detroit. It wasn't no lacrosse sticks though. But even Texas, Texas wasn't a huge lacrosse area either. I always hear about it from kids. I'd be like, lacrosse, like it doesn't even exist out here. All you hear about is football, basketball, women's basketball, and volleyball. Volleyball is really big in Texas. Like, so when I saw like a lacrosse store recently, I was like, oh my God, like I can't believe they got a specialty store for lacrosse.
She thought I was lying. I was like, no, it's legit.
Yeah, and soccer, soccer is really huge too. So, I mean, but not Detroit, not so store in Detroit.
It might make its way over there. Maybe later.
Maybe. I mean, you cross somebody, you would get a stick. I don't know about a lacrosse stick.
Well, that ball is pretty heavy too. That lacrosse ball is pretty heavy too. So,
yeah, there's a lot of sports that are out there that don't cross boundaries, which is kind of interesting because, you know, soccer is universal. Basketball, I think, is also universal. Football is a little bit like, you know, Texas is huge in Texas.
Yes.
It's like I think they start playing tackle football at the age of like 5 or 6 years old in Texas.
Amen.
And, you know.
At least I know that for sure in Miami because you said
right. Yeah, and you know, basketball is definitely, you can start basketball. Like as far as the sports that cost a lot of money, volleyball.
We seem to pick baseball,
tennis.
Baseball.
I say my oldest played tennis for a little bit. Tennis, yes.
Tennis is a lot of money.
Tennis can be expensive.
Yeah, because you're doing just more practicing, and you're not really.
And you need a private coach. You need a private coach for tennis. So.
And with it being a unique sport, there's probably not a whole lot of options there. So you're probably paying a premium for somebody who's a higher level coach.
Yes.
Right. Absolutely. You know, I didn't even think about like, do you have any parents who have any like? They play like they have a child that does like fencing or you know something a little bit obscure other than golf, basketball, baseball are normal things that we know. Do you know any parents that you have within your network that have anybody doing?
Definitely.
Yeah, I was saying I have friends that child she does horseback riding, but she's also on my young she does basketball.
Oh wow.
The gymnastics, we're not really huge gymnastics, but gymnastics,
golf.
Yeah, golf.
Right. Yeah.
That's another expensive one.
I follow someone who we're friends through friends, but her kids are in fencing.
Okay.
Fencing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just the community, not necessarily personal close, but I see she posts her kids. They do a lot of fencing. I feel like that is amazing. But they go to New York and they train in New York, and I'm like, oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Because I know it's like a real,
Yeah.
a lot of people actually do it, but they're pretty quiet about it.
Mhm.
And they give out scholarships for that because there are not a lot of people who just go out and say, I'm fencing. And so they're looking for people to go and do those things, such as golf and whatnot too. So.
Her does polo. Like she got
right.
and she's like 15 now, but it's just not she's tall and she can whip it. Like it's not a lot of polo. Water polo is good. Get your stuff
right.
It's huge overseas. I know that for sure. Because we know a few people who have done overseas water polo.
Sexy sports, right? You know, you got your sexy sports, which are basketball and football, and you know those things. But
those visible sports,
right.
But everybody and their mom is trying to do it. The pool of that is ridiculously large.
Right.
Some of the other more specialized sports, not so much, but people don't want to do it or they're super expensive.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Those don't get to the communities that I feel like they should get to, because I think if kids had more alternative stuff to do, I think they would gravitate towards some of it. It's just that one is not on TV, and two, they just don't embrace it, except for maybe in the suburbs, you know, to be quite frank. So it's kind of one of those areas of need, but you know, you can only fight so much for certain sports. So it's like, you gotta take one or the other. So I would love to see MomAgent start, you know, promoting several sports, because I think that'll also shed a new light on it as well, you know, because you got a lot of single moms that don't know that there's other alternatives for the kids to try out for and stuff like that, you know.
And definitely we want to encompass all sports, no doubt. So
I was gonna say, with that in mind, I think a unique one that is gaining more popularity as some professional athletes are even starting to get franchises or to financially support teams through esports, which is, I feel like, also very weird. It's a weird subject because of the fact that, you know, growing up, you're told no electronics, you got to get outside, get that fresh air. But now you're seeing more and more, you know, especially staying at home during COVID, a lot of kids playing video games during the summertime because school's out or camp's not running or things like that. So how do you both feel about esports when it comes to, you know, a possible avenue path for children to, you know, either make money or make a living?
Yeah, I think that's, so I get it. And that's a thing, true story. I think, and we would be open to any of that, but your kid also needs to do something a little bit active, just whether it's on a higher level or not. Esports is your thing, but you still got to get out and do something, and just kind of run around. But it's definitely big. And Jalen went to a prep school, and part of their thing was esports was half of it, you know. Wow. So it's definitely gaining in popularity. I don't know.
I was saying, my husband and son are gonna almost be esports athletes sometimes, especially with COVID going on.
Yeah.
So I told that's why I kind of did that little trouble. Like, my son, sometimes he can get a little too into it, like his dad. I'm like, oh no, let's go outside.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. I never really got into it. Maybe it was just one of those things where my mom was not a fan of any type of sitting in front of the TV anyway. So I think if I would have had a game, she probably would have been like, boy, you better get
outside.
Out of here.
Come on.
That has been a challenge for us a little bit too with COVID, because typically we didn't let the twins play video games. If it's, you know, when it was normal, Monday through Thursday, there's no video games. It's because you need to stay focused. If we allow them to play video games, it's like their minds are they can't focus on anything. And so they could play video games on the weekend. As soon as they get home from school Friday, you know, have at it through the weekend. But, you know, come Sunday when it's bedtime, you wake up Monday for school and there's no video games until Thursday. But with COVID, it's like, well, you're not going out to school, you're not going to sports, so you had to kind of, you know, make some concessions.
Yeah, but our schoolwork, you worked out for 2 hours and we still got 4 or 5 hours left to do.
Right.
And you're from a nerd, so go do something. Please.
You have to eat 7 times.
Right. Yes. Not right here. Yes. So there's that.
Are you guys Mom Agent? Are you supporting any local charities or nonprofits, either through event partnerships or kind of do through sales or anything like that on the horizon? Might not be right at this moment, but just something kind of to give back to the community, since it does seem like you're a very large community-based group.
Right. No, for sure. Every quarter we intend to, give to a certain, nonprofit or charity or organization that within the sports community. So far, we have partnered with 2, one of which is close to my heart, which is South Lake Girls Varsity. Well, not varsity. South Lake Girls basketball, I would say. COVID hit us pretty hard because we make a lot of our money through camps, and we couldn't do camps this year. So we thought, since we're a local and homegrown company, that would be a great kind of, organization to give back to. And then the other one,
Scholar Athletics with Angel and Derek Nix. They're out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And they are all, she's a mom agent. She has kids, so she knows everything that we're talking about and what we're going through. And he played basketball, so they're starting a wonderful, wonderful program for kids to help get them to the next level and help any way that they can. So we're partnering.
Right. So those are the 2 so far. And we want to kind of turn out every quarter looking for maybe a different organization to work with and be able to give back to. But that's definitely, a big part of what we're trying to do for sure.
Yes.
Awesome.
That's nice.
All right, cool. Sounds like y'all heading in the right direction. So we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all coming on, giving us your time. I know y'all are busy ladies, running around with all these kiddos. Right. I'm glad I'm just down to 1.
Hey, I got a couple you can borrow. You are more.
Yeah.
You keep that going.
I know. So I appreciate y'all coming on. B, you got something for us?
Well, yeah, at the end of every, podcast, we like to promote local small businesses and nonprofits. So we wanted you all to let everybody know how they can find you, where they can find you, how to get in contact with you, so on and so forth. So this is your moment to promote yourself to the fullest. And you have the platform, and I'll put your information within the video as well.
There you go. Right. There you go. Go ahead.
So we are launching in November, December. We're launching our quarterly subscription box. It's called the MomAgentBox. It is a quarterly sports mom survival kit, we like to say.
Yes.
Something you get for you, a little bit of something for your athletes that can work with it, but that's launching soon. So we do have it's a pre-launch page where you can go on, and so you can be the first to know when we actually go to launch, because there's going to be a small number, not as small, but we have a certain amount of boxes that we're doing for our first quarter.
Yes.
So, but that is prelaunch.themomagentbox.com.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Pre-launch.
Say that again.
Beautifully.
Right. I did that beautifully.
Beautifully.
Pre-launch.
Pre-launch.
TheMomAgentBox.com. I think you need to say it in case my voice doesn't resonate. Go ahead.
It is prelaunch.themomagentbox.
You saw I caught that though. That's teamwork makes the dream work. Right there.
We finished.
It's so natural, because I knew that you were going to correct her right when it happened, and she looked right over at you and was like,
I did.
"Yep."
Prelaunch.themomagentbox.
I told you that finish each other.
Ellen, get it? Get it.
Yep. Mom Agent.
I love it. Well, thank you, ladies, so
Mom
much.
Agent.
Where else can they find you? Like
Can they find you on Facebook, Instagram,
Twitter. We'll be TikToking, and if y'all want to come join us, you come home. Okay.
I'm hooked on TikTok.
Are you really?
we get on Herb about TikTok all the time. All the time.
TikTok while we're doing the podcast.
You need to get.
And I tend to look at my
We
phone.
can produce our first Mom Agent TikTok.
Yeah.
But all those handles we're at the MomAgentBox.
Yes.
So that's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram it's all at the MomAgentBox. There you go. And then what else we have?
We're gonna do YouTube. We're gonna be YouTube. We're coming to YouTube. We're coming to you too.
That's just the mom agent, right? That's just the mom agent.
Yeah, the mom
Yeah,
agent.
that one's just the mom agent. So,
Yeah.
and then of course,
Alright.
the group. If you're a mom agent, go to Facebook, and if you look at Mom Agents in Quarantine, and we're soon going to be Mom Agents in Quarantine-ish, and then go join the community. You can interact with everybody. You can see some fun stuff. Yeah. It's a cool
Have any questions, any comments?
Yes.
All your needs,
All the stuff. Okay, cool. Appreciate you, ladies.
Appreciate you
I
guys.
think that was excellent.
Yes.
Representation of Mom Agent, and I thank you from my heart for coming out and joining us tonight. And what do you think, guys?
You got me ready to join. I don't even have children in sports, but I'm ready to throw them in something now.
Yeah, I think they'll be ready. At least one will be ready in about a year from now. She'll be ready.
I know, it's so weird to say that.
My son started at 3, so
Maybe there's like some sort of princess soccer or something.
There has to be something that involves frozen something.
Frozen
while
soccer.
she's wearing her dress. Correct.
hey, baby, you can do it however you want to. Okay, then
With the whole outfit.
That's your business. She can do it however she wants.
Right.
As long as she's out there giving her all.
Yeah.
We were going to do T-ball, and then COVID hit. So that made me think, man, they was trying to tell me something. Maybe T-ball ain't the one.
Y'all can wait a little bit.
Yes.
Let's pause on everything.
Yep.
Because you be that mom, they'll be spraying down the bats.
Absolutely.
Hold on.
Absolutely. Ma'am, I'm going to need you to back up. Ma'am.
Fog machine.
Right.
That's right. Y'all seen that skirt that they wear that's like 6 feet automatically around?
That's what she's going to be running down the...
Yep. Right on the field with that.
Yep.
I'm with it. I'll give you 5.
Be like, don't tag her out. Don't tag her out.
Let my baby play.
Well, thank you, ladies. I think it was a very
thank you
nice
so
show.
much.
I appreciate y'all for coming out. Thanks a lot, Ben, for all the great questions.
Yes.
As always. Thank you, Kia and Aiysha. Thank you very much. Say hi to the family and everything.
Well, thank you guys so much for having us. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
That was great.
Until next time.
Yeah.
The Real to Real podcast is presented by Herbert Williams Bafo and Bianca Moskaitis. Our producer is Ben Runyon. Our technical director is Nick Patry. Audio and video lead is Megan Kotner. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow and like us on Facebook and Instagram at Real to Real, and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, or anywhere else podcasts are found. While you're at it, if you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes. It's been real with Coach Herb and B.